Okay, so we've come outside to test this out. I'm going to stick some coffee on to start with because I'm gasping. On the go, there we go. So right, the whole kit. So you got your base plate, goes on there. You got a heat deflector. Now note the way it's assembled. There are instructions on Hajka's website on how to assemble this. Comes with a kit of parts. Basically, these nuts and bolts are all separate, and you just got to assemble it. So this is how it goes together. So it's quite nice. That's your heat deflector. Now we're going to bake a cake on this one, so we will need, according to the instruction book, and it's a really useful instruction book, this. So we need the plate and heat shield. We need the stainless steel plate. We also need the rack or the trivet and the tin, and then the lid will go on the top like that to form the oven. So take that off for a moment. Now I made things easier for myself. I've bought a cake mix. It's just a simple ginger cake mix. Add oil and water, mix it up, bung it in, and also to make life a bit easier, I'm going to stick a paper liner just in that dish, just so it makes it easier to turn it out when it's done. So we'll do that. We don't need that liner. So let's have a look at mixing this up. So we need 500 ml of water, which is approximately half a litre, which is going to be one of these. So get that. I've got the oil pre-prepared. So oh no, don't want that, do we? Want that. We'll have a little mixy. Oh, coffee pot's boiling already, look at that. Lovely job. Great little thing, that little mocha pot. So that's our mix. It's a bit lumpy. So make a little well in the middle. Add our oil. Add our water. And mix. And mix to a smooth batter. So yeah, I'm interested in this. I've been after one of these for a while now, after seeing them reviewed a couple of times. I think Messner's Meals did a nice review on it, and pretty much sold it to me. So yeah, I bit the bullet, shall we say. Like all the tests I do on here, it's all gear that I buy myself. I'm not sponsored by anybody. It's all bought with my own money. Yeah, with the idea of hopefully making camping better for me, more enjoyable. So that's, yeah, that mix is really good. Look at that. That's come up all right. There's no lumps in there. So yeah, so basically if it's crap, I've only got myself to blame. So right, so the next stage, apparently you've got to preheat this for about 5 minutes. So we'll get the gas on. There we go. Just turn it on like that. Pop the lid on for a bit. This is the, I think probably the second or third incarnation of the design. Because the earlier ones I've seen on review, they've got a slightly different handle to this. It's very nice. So it was designed by Swedish recipe creator and cookbook writer, a chap called Erik Törnblad. He was looking at designs for an oven for cooking outdoors on a portable stove like this. There was things like the Omnia oven, which it's got a big hole in the middle, and it's not really very practical. I mean, anything you have to cook is cooked around the hole. There are other ovens that sit on the top, which are big and bulky, and they fold down. They're quite big. So yeah, he came up with this design, and quite neat. Took a lot of development, a lot of cakes and pies and things cooking to sort of perfect the design, and yeah, this is what he's come up with. So let's get some coffee on while that's warming up. Oh, that thing dribbles. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, as I say, I bought it with the intention of using it, obviously for camping like this, or for use in the van. Yeah, it's a nice little size. Hopefully, you can like cook a pie or something in there, or do like a little mini little roast, which we'll try later. We'll get I've got some of the fixings for a little mini Sunday roast, so we'll give that a crack. Yeah, handle don't get hot. That's pretty good. Right, let's get that mixture into the cake tin. Quite a lot of mixture there. There we go. So I'll have the fun of licking the bowl afterwards. Go on. Quite nice. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gingery. So, have me coffee. Right. Okay, so it's had about 5 minutes to warm up. Let's get that in there. Pop the lid on and see how it does. Now, cooking time wise, says allow 30 minutes on low heat, so we'll turn that down a little bit. Because you don't have it running on high heat all the time, you keep it quite low because otherwise stuff will burn. And yeah, we'll give it a go. Now Marsha's come out to supervise. Hello, Marsha. Hello, darling. There's a bit in the book that you might find useful. It's all the various cooking times for cooking different things, breads, cakes, etc, etc. So yeah, pretty good. And the nice thing I like about it as well is it comes with this neat little carry bag that all packs down into. So it all disassembles, all folds flat, and so literally goes into that little bag. And yeah, you can start it away. So I mean, it's heavy-ish. So for backpacking, I don't know whether it would be the sort of thing you'd want to take with your backpacking, because it's quite a bit of weight there in your backpack. In theory, yeah, you could. It's also designed to work with the Trangia stove, the little Spirit one. It's pretty much designed with most camping stoves on the market in mind, obviously with the exception of the ones that sit on top of the gas cylinder. Yeah. Right. I've given it 8 more minutes.
Let's have a look now. Oh, oh, it's risen that much. It's stuck to the stuck to the top of it. Yeah, it's still. Oh, yeah, that's still very, very loose in the middle. I think there is also a certain extent of trial and error with these. Getting the gas settings right, the right sort of heat flame or whatever on there. I mean, I was erring on the side of caution. I had it quite low when it said cook on a low heat, so I had it right down low. But yeah, probably could have done with ramping the heat up a little bit, which I've just done. Just turn it up a little notch. See how that goes. I think another 5 minutes. See how it goes after that. Right, let's have another look. Oh, that's just starting to catch. A bit of mix on it. Let's try that one. That's better. Yeah, that's come out clean. Right, gas off. There you go. It's caught a little bit on the top there. I think that was mostly user error. I'd initially had it set too low on the heat, and so it wasn't cooking as evenly as it should do. Once I'd got the settings right on the burner, yeah, it's cooked through nicely. And yeah, as I say, it took a little bit of experimentation and trial and error, but it's worked all right. I've got to clean the inside of the lid now because that's cake's risen and stuck to it. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Right, probably still a little bit early to turn this out. Let's have a look. So, oh yeah, that's still hot. It's caught a little bit round the top. Yeah, it's caught a little bit on the sides. I think, as I say, that's mostly down to me not getting the initial burner setting right, but as I say, it's a little bit of trial and error. I mean, it's the first time I've used it. So let's cut in to there and see if it's cooked all the way through. It's got a crusty bottom. Oh dear. Oh, mammy, daddy. That. Turn that bit off. Look at that. That is cooked all the way through. How about that? Like I say, it's caught a little bit on the bottom, but as I say, that's due mostly to me not getting the temperature right. I've had to crank the temperature up towards the end of the bake to try and get it to cook through the middle. Plus it's quite a big cake to be cooking in that. But it's proved the concept. It has actually proved the concept. Try the burnt bit off the bottom. So that's all right. Oh my god. Oh my goodness me. That is banging. Right. Next test. Can it cook a roast? Okay, so we are going to do the British classic, the Sunday roast. So let's get this fired up. There we go. So I'll get that preheating for 5 minutes as before. Make sure it's sat right on the burner. That's the best way to check that. Get it central over the burner. If I take these bits off, I can then position it. Oh, I'll probably need to move that as well. I'll sit that centrally over the burner. There we go. Right, pop those bits in. So we've got the stainless steel dish with the rack, and then we've got our baking tin. We'll put that in there to start with. Get that warming up. Okay, right. So I've got myself one of these little roast chicken dinner things from Tesco, and we'll open it up. The plastic film that never peels. You end up pulling it and it snaps, and you end up with a tiny piece of plastic film stuck in your hand. Oh no, there we go. Take that off. So you've got your 2 bits of chicken, a couple of chipolatas, a couple of stuffing balls, and some gravy there as well. I've pre-prepared some new potatoes fresh from the garden. Basically tossed them with a bit of oil, salt and pepper, and some fresh sage from the garden as well. So they're ready to go in. That will be the big test of it. If it can roast potatoes, if it can do that, it's a big winner. That is in my book anyway. So yeah, let's get this on the go, shall we? Okay, so it's been heating for 5 minutes. So we can get a couple of chipolatas in there. Chicken breast fillets, which look rather nice. Couple of stuffing balls. Now, are we going to have room for spuds? This is the question. We may have to roast the majority of those separately. I can sort of insinuate a few round the edge. Into any gaps. We'll see how we go. We'll probably have to turn stuff sort of part way through cooking. Right, I'll keep a few potatoes aside on their own, because I will just do roast potatoes on their own afterwards. Right, so we've hung a lid on that. I'll whack the windshield up as well, and yeah, we'll let it do its thing. We've got the right, roughly the right setting on the burner now. Be about there. Right, and we'll see how it does. Some veggies on, there we go. How's that doing? Just stuck a couple of frozen Yorkies in there just to see how they go. Oof. Oh, whoa. That is cooking up lovely. Yes, very nice. Back the heat up a bit. So far so good. Oh, some peas on the go. I've got the gravy sachet in there as well, just warming that up through. So that should be good. So let's turn those off now. And oh yeah, the Yorkies are browning, everything's browning, lovely, look at that. Whoa. Heats up on that, give it another 10 minutes, I reckon that'll be done. Yeah, so I don't know whether it's the stove or what, but the cooking times given in here, yeah, they're a little bit on the optimistic side, I think. I would allow at least half as much again, sometimes double the cooking time, depending on your stove really. I mean, this one's not the most, not the most efficient, shall we say. It hasn't got as much control as the others. It seems to be doing the job. But yeah, I mean, the roast has been on the go now for what, 45 minutes. So I mean, it says here whole chicken 45 minutes, and they're just fillets. So, you know, yeah, I think a little optimistic. It's doing the job though, that's the thing. So from that respect, it's a good thing. I mean, you can see there some of the stuff's browning up quite nicely, so it's doing the job. The spuds are taking their time. That also could be because the fact that they're new potatoes and I didn't parboil them. I mean, that may be the trick, is maybe get something like a Maris Piper or something, parboil them, and they may come up quicker. Yeah, they may cook quicker. Roll them in a flour and herb mix. That was an old trick I used to do for roast spuds. Make up a little sort of flour and herbs, sort of mixed herbs and ground pepper and salt. Roll the parboiled spuds in that, and then in the hot oil to sear them over to start with, and then bug them in the oven. And yeah, they come up quite well. So you know, it's going to take a little bit of experimentation, I think, and a little fiddling round to get it to work right. But it seems to be doing the job. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a roast dinner in a little bit. Right, let's have a look. Ta-da! Ooh, hello. Now then, chicken. Well, the Yorkies are definitely done. Oh, they're hot. Spuds aren't very golden. They look cooked through though. Oh yeah, those chipolatas are definitely done. Oh, those are the stuffing balls. We'll look at it. Yeah. Oh yeah, those stuffing balls are done. Let's have a look at the chicken. So let's cut it in half. Oh yeah, that's cooked through. Oh definitely, that was on the verge of just starting to dry out, to be honest. That's looking good. Right, now then, the real test is the spuds. Sort of a bit of caramelised chicken juice on them, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's got a little bit crispy on that one. I'd call that a success. Let's get it on the plate. There you go. A Sunday roast dinner thanks to the Hajka Oven. Absolutely spot on. Really, really good. Right, I think we need to wash this down with a drop of something very nice. Got some nice Merry Down vintage cider. I think that will complement that very nicely. Cheers, Blooks. Right. Let us get stuck into it. Spuds are the ones I want to try first. It's alright, it's browned. It's cooked through. That is a roast potato. Let the stuff in. Okay, that's cooked through. Chipolatas look good. Right, now some of this chicken. That's it's cooked a bit more on the bottom than on the top, but it's nothing wrong with that. I might have yeah, I think I left the Yorkies in a bit too long. Oh, all right. Right, well, I'm going to tuck into this and finish it off. It's cooked really well. Yeah, very pleased with it. I'll catch you after. Oh, that was delicious. And the roasting tin, I've just given that a little wash up, little bit of warm soapy water on a nylon scour, and that has come up as good as new. That is a really good non-stick. This is also can be used as a frying pan as well, which is handy. So did the job. So overall verdict of the Hajka oven. That is a cracking bit of kit. I mean, I can't describe how good it is. Let me clean that up a little bit. The quality of the components, how it does its job, it is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I had a little bit of discoloration of the metal, which you'd expect, obviously, because it's been exposed to heat. But what a brilliant design. Well done, Eric. You've nailed it. Now, I've yet to try the pizza plate yet. I'm not going to do that today because I am full of cake and roast dinner at the moment. Yeah, I think trying to do a pizza as well is going to be pushing it. So we'll do that on a later camp. I need to season this as well. What you do, coat it in oil, and then light it up and heat it and let it heat up and let the oil sort of burn off. And it should get into the metal. It forms a protective non-stick coating. Basically, how you use the pizza things, you've got, that's your setup for roasting and everything. You take that bit out, you leave your deflector, and then you put your pizza plate. Just clicks, or should click in there. There you go, like that. Obviously, and your lid goes on the top. And you do the same thing again. Heat it up for 5 minutes, let it heat up, lid off, put your pizza on, lid back on, cook it for however long you need to cook it. Yeah, it's a belting design. I mean, like other ovens on the market, like the Omnia, you've got the hole in the middle, and what you do is you cook everything around the outside. With what Eric has done with this design, it's just put that heat deflector plate in, which means you can then use it conventionally, yeah, like a conventional oven. It convects the heat all the way around the outside, all the way on the inside of this, and you've got a very slight gap, you can see around there, that vents the steam and the excess heat out. And it works pretty much like a Dutch oven, but obviously you haven't got the heat directly from the top, it radiates round from beneath. But yeah, as you've seen, it's a very efficient design. And packing away, I mean, it's so easy to pack away, and it fits in that neat little stowage bag, which we've got here. Yeah, all fits into that. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy using that. It's really proved its worth today, and yeah, get yourselves onto the Hajka website if you fancy one. Hey, they're £118 at the moment. Next batch is due to go out September 2025, and yeah, get yourselves one. So yeah, it all packs away neatly like that. Goes into the stowage bag, just bear with me, there we go, it goes into this little stowage bag, you pull the drawstring, little toggle up, and there you go, all packed away, ready for the next time. So grab yourself a bargain. £118, I mean, it may seem a lot of money for a bit of cooking equipment, but it's so versatile. You will not believe how versatile this thing is. Well worth the money. Yeah, it's proven itself today. You can do anything from, you know, baking a cake, doing a roast dinner. You can cook pizzas on it. It can also be used to grill. You can make toast in it. The list is endless, really. You've only got to have a look in the cookbook and see what you can do. So if you're a van camper, this is an absolute must-have. I can't emphasise enough how good this is. This has absolutely blown me away. So, yeah. So if there's any questions you got about the Hajka Oven, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. I'll be happy to answer them as best as I can, to my knowledge. Yeah, as I say, I'm absolutely blown away by this. Great thing. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I will see you in the next one. Cheerio.